Hey y'all, so I wanted to come on today to talk about my journey through healing through my trauma and just life lessons that I learned along the way. And something that I was actually listening to is one of Steve Harvey's interview with Earn Your Legion. And he mentions like his 5 pillars, how he go about living his business, his business life, how he structured those. And something stuck out to me about his 5 pillars, and the last one was faith, and related it to my trauma, my lifestyle. I noticed even when I didn't feel like God was on my side, I didn't feel as though like I was confused about the whole religion, because the way I was raised, with like my grandmother being a Jehovah's Witness and us going to a Baptist church, and then the family's doing ungodly things in the house. So I know my family wasn't perfect, but it would very confuse me. And when I was going through family members touching on me and speaking down to me and trying to break me and use me, I realized, even though I was in a sense blaming like God, like, why are you letting this happen to me? I'm praying to you every day to change my life. Like, what's gonna give? Like, I'm confused. And I just, even though I was going through all that and I was like calling, being angry with him, I honestly realized that, looking back at some of my old journals as well, and just honestly reflecting, I knew through the thick of it, I knew he was going to get me through it. Even though I reconnected with building a better relationship with my source, I understood it. Even though when I was like, this is the worst type of life, this is the worst type of childhood someone ever should go through, when I was in the thick of it, of course, I'm like, this is the worst days of my life. I wish this wasn't happening to me. But I understand, somehow I had strength to believe there was going to be better days, and that this will be over with and done with, and these people will be facing their consequences. Even me going through those moments, I had that mindset, but also that I don't want this to happen to me. It was like, I'm cold and hot one minute, type of thing. It's just like, oh, I'm happy, but then I'm like, I'm not truly happy what's happening with me. And I understand that I literally was going through life understanding I did have faith in the Lord. And in the moment, I wouldn't call it faith, back in the day, but now that I'm closer to the God, like, I knew I had faith along the way. And I just want to say that if I stayed in those, like, believing that the worst days are not gonna end, if I stayed in that, I feel like what Steve Harvey says is fear pauses your life. And if I stayed in that mindset, I could have honestly not have seen what to become, because I literally was not trying to, see that there are going to be better days. But in reality, what I was truly doing is, even though I was unhappy with my situation, I was truly, a genuine happy person. And I didn't let fear win with my trauma and those around me. I didn't let generation of repeat happen again. And I wanted to stop, with me and, with other people as well. And just understanding that we believe in so many things blindly, but when it comes to these situations, like, oh, I'm having a bad day, oh, this is happening to me, oh, so and so broke on me, this is the worst days of my life, or like, I'm not getting along with my parents at the moment, or you know, this is the worst relationship or the worst divorce I've ever been in, type of thing. Truly understand when those situations, you also have to have blind faith as well. You can't have blind faith in certain things. It's like you go on an airplane. You have faith that this pilot is going to get you to your destination. So just honestly have that with your life as well. It's like, know that you are going to go through rough times, but those rough times are honestly going to get you to those better days and that lifestyle that you want, and to become the person you want to be. And that's honestly from my journey and still continuing on. I truly see that, and I'm literally seeing like the results of it, and just take it one day at a time and not beating myself up. You know, in the past, I would be really critical of myself, every step I make and everything like that, and be in my head. But honestly, once I got out of my head and started honestly getting a better relationship with God, that's when I truly honestly saw that I don't have control of everything, but I do honestly have control on things that are surrounding me, and I can also lean on Him to help me manage my emotions, help me have a peace of mind, help me see that there are going to be better days, and that some battles are not for me to take on, and that it's for Him to sort out. So I just want whoever's going through a tough time, or you know, are in the thick of the worst of their life that they think is, just know, feed into fear. Don't feed into fear. Feed into faith, and know that there are going to be better times coming, and you will not be in those situations no longer. And just know, again, give yourself grace and patience. It's not going to happen overnight. Just know that there are things happening behind the scenes that He is doing to get you to where you need to be. And this is what's helping you become the person you are going to be. So He's using those situations to power you to the next level. And that's what He's done with me. And that's why, honestly, I thought it was best in time for me to start sharing my story with y'all, to know, I know that this is happening with other people, and it sucks in the world we live in. It just sucks that those people, there are evil, wicked people like that. But you have something in you that's going to get you to the next level, to get you out that situation. Just honestly keep believing that those better days are going to come. Change your mindset and understand it's going to take time. And again, feed into faith, and just give yourself the honest time to grow and to see your true potential. And know that maybe through your journey, you may have to be separate from others. Like me, I realized that through my life, I technically was isolated for a very long time, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that, because even though I was among my sisters, you know, living in a house with them and stuff, there was days I literally felt lonely, even them being around. The empty conversations, those moments, I truly felt alone. But I knew I was on another path. I knew I couldn't entertain certain things that they were saying to me, so that I wouldn't feed into their outcome. I had to honestly know I had a dream, and I'm still following that dream. And that dream is honestly pure happiness. And I'm grateful for my sisters taking me in, don't get me wrong. I just know that through my journey, I had to be separate for them. I had to be separate for them. But during those moments, I would literally journal. I would be thinking of the best possible solution in the future for myself. when you're in the thick of it, you're definitely going to be in your emotions, of course, but don't let others control your emotions. Don't give them that power. And that's one thing, honestly, my brother-in-law George taught me at a young age, and I'm still working on, is don't allow people to have control over your emotions, and don't give that to them, because that's your power. You need to learn how to manage that and how to react to certain situations. So that is something that I truly am still working on. It's not easy because you want to react a certain way, but you realize that's not the best. So give yourself grace like I do. But again, feed into faith even when you're going through your worst days or the worst season of your life. Go to your source and ask, what is this season? What are you trying to reveal to me? How can you use these situations to power me? Give me insight, you know? Give me your perspective on how my life is going to be, you know? Just honestly be patient with yourself. And again, over and over, give yourself grace and know that this journey is not a one-stop thing. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a life journey. I've been dealing with these type of things since I was, 5 years old, even younger. And I'm 28 right now. And I started going in therapy in 2017. And just honestly, from going to therapy and honestly seeing my growth, I'm like, wow, I'm really grateful that, my mindset changed and my perspective on certain things have changed. And I'm glad that I reconnected my, faith with God and understanding, even though there's some bumps in the road, I questioned a lot of things when it comes to that. So I'm just grateful that I'm getting the answers and things are revealing to me the way they should. And I'm just grateful to use my voice to voice my story to help somebody else out, and just know that those dark moments will produce light in your life soon. And just thank y'all for honestly clicking and listening to me to give you guys a tidbit of my little gems that I have. And thank you. And I hope your journey keeps continuing and you can, just keep going. Honestly, just keep going. And I'm still getting comfortable with this whole in the camera thing. And sorry for the whole, when I can't find my words. This is really deep to me. And I just want to make sure that you guys get the message across for what I'm trying to say. And I hope you guys keep continuing with my journey. And whatever, inspires you, I hope you apply it to your life to get better and to help others, so you can share my videos. I'm grateful that I'm starting to do this to help someone else out in their journey. So again, thank y'all. I can't thank y'all enough. So